Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu.
Greetings, traveler and
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were...
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss. Since last time, in essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, if this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy leaf... Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them... Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's
No, it's not like that.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? She was probably thinking something like... One was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That was, as far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't, if we set up, you'll be able to confirm either way if it's... I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not a...
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so...
I've prepared a gift for her to mark the festival. Just, Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanism... Never mind. Traveler?
Seems like this is a tough decision for... Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Wait, did she... Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't...
Huh? Did we...
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Somehow Paimon doubts...
True. Since she's not here...
Uh-oh. Got it!
Please go on.
Our goal here is to find the... We can't hear any music.
Yes, I think that...
So, all we have to do is get the traveler to... You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim. Paimon would sink like a rock. Just trust Paimon. The water
What is going on?
How do you feel right now? Shenhe!
Why don't you... Okay, fine. We're looking for an Adeptus who's... But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home...
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus...
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already...
No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how up...
Glad you're okay. As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry.
As ever, the conqueror of demons. Right. How's your training going, Shenhe? Speaking earlier this morning, I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind. So please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave. Sure.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten up...
Yes. During the summer and winter, Ganyu arranged accommodation, but when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss sometimes I'm supposed to... Oh. So, you came looking for Master today?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have...
Music?
It's...
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us.
Yay! That's...
We were just talking about this thing called music.
Oh, really?
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Oh no! Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything! Oh, whew! Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway,
The faint sound of birdsong.
Oh! Okay, fine, it's...
Oh. And a melody.
Hey! Don't you patronize Hey! Why don't you just sing that one melody?
Oh, was that?
Mm-hmm. That was a melody.
It felt like I was as I watched Yunji when you hummed that melody. So...
Wow, Shenhe. Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like, what about you, Ganyu?
I know some local folk. The songs of the sailors down at the dock. Yes, that's... In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could... At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the way those melodies... Even though we come from in that sense...
You go, Ganyu!
Yes, technically speaking. Thank you. Once the days are warmer, I've planted many types of flowers. You are... Nonsense. I have cultivated it. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on them. Then... Do people say that?
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Master. Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is!
Double humph. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already? Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter, well, shall one lead the way?
I still have to complete my training for today.
so I will bid farewell to everyone.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern...
Thank you, everyone.
Is this? Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
Ganyu is of course familiar with the name. Guizhong is another. Long ago, Sea Gazer would
Paimon remembers that name.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to—
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make She always sought to make everyone happy. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or lady bird.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments, who would dare snub the Stove God and his wondrous creations? Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Precisely. So, as you can see, even one could never find fault with March. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws. We would drink together from a spot high in the Streetwood Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of—
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but are you saying that—
Alas, long has one avoided this place for One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will— In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations.
But Rex Lapis declared that Gui Zhang's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Gui Zhang was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Gui Zhang and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Gui Zhang's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili Plains. Gui Zhang was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished social.
What? You have love?
Just because one is not ignorant. But in the end, back when they were rival, that cleansing bell was.
Wait! That's... And she also said...
Streetward Rambler. That bell, as for her old friend. As soon as after all.
Whoa! So they were talking...
Enough. The cleansing bell is. But Streetward Rambler. The two once clashed. Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. Music would go from more. Many years passed before. Which brings one.
But...
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, in response, though the strings that played that melody survived.
Aww. Poor Madame...
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Although I met Gui Zhang a few times.
Gui Zhang was quite the visionary. Had you not decided to search as of now, do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do you mean ping my...
Precisely. The past...
If I may be so bold.
Oh?
I've been in Leo Harbor for quite a long time now. And but this doesn't bring the city or someone as perceptive and though these immortal mountains, no loss can ever. Ping has helped countless, though it is heartbreaking to lose.
We even asked Madame Ping what she thought about adding a music... when we could...
Why
don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping.
Is not every lantern rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to...
I disagree. Each new day and...
Very well. Then one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor. Say...
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment
What?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you.
Whoa!
It appears you made haste after all.
Oh,
Miss Illuminated Bird,
Said what, precisely?
cuz you're the one who's...
Street word. Or rather,
Cloud Retainer, you are...
one, given that lantern right is almost...
Huh? So, this all started Cloud Retainer informed us.
Let me think. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that...
Who's...
We like to call her Guizhong.
I'll...
After all, Lantern... Although Guizhong did not live...
so...
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were... But as she interacted more and more with them, she marveled at the beautiful complexity of this... She told us, with the smallest and a human...
She always... That her mechanical
Speaking of mechanics...
Of course.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blink when I see the sight...
Madam Ping looks very emotional right now.
Of all of us.
Liyue Harbor is...
Oh, yeah! We've been dying to ask... Oh, also...
I can make arrangements right...
Oh, it's been a long time, and there was a period of time whenever I started strumming. It almost felt like she was, no matter how much time...
So the past still...
Oh, but that is not to say that grief, despite the sadness... Just look at this potted plant.
It takes an honest...
Be that as it may,
Well...
Granny! Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something... Oh, that's... Well, in that case...
Happy Lantern Rite. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable...
Huh? Does it...
It seems Ganyu still...
What a pity. She has learned...
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer...
Gladly.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my
You got it, madam!
Thank you all. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time.
Wow! That...
When that time comes. Wherever her spirit may be among the...
Alright, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Ping, what say you to...
That would be quite wonderful. But
You sound just like Shenhe.
have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud? And if you looked around, I suspect...
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuching's here too!
Welcome back.
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
I see. That certainly explains why... I have to say, though,
Oh, Paimon knows, but Streetward Rim...
Madam Ping possesses
Yep, Kuching summed it up.
I think... yes. That can wait until after the concert, though.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping, Paimon has a...
Wait, are you serious? Oh no. Okay, Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon, before we set off on our search with Ganyu,
Please, share your insights with me.
music is like...
It sounds like you had an eventful trip.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna...
Mm-hmm. As long as everyone enjoys the happy lantern rite to you as well.
Paimon feels like she's forgetting... shoot! Latent... Wait, no. And Zhongli said he wasn't in it anyway. Even if we...
The key here is consumer psychology.
All right, let's take... Oh wow, look who it is!
So you're just casually practicing...
We have all this
invisible...
Gotta say... Come on, what's wrong? There once was... With my words, we'll take the stage by storm with...
For sure! The whole...
Oh, don't you worry about that.
Huh. Guess we'll just...
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those... It's a real pity that he could...
Yeah, that's right. To tell the truth, though.
I can speak to that.
And jump scare.
Actually, Xinyan...
Sure thing.
Oh, Traveler, when you see Zhongli, you should join us too.
Paimon sees them! It's illuminated deer!
A familiar face.
Everything's great! But, you know, if you're so...
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo...
Impeccable. Traditionally, bamboo...
Wait, that...
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent...
Can we not just call it a cooking mix? She seems to take a lot of pride in her...
I trust that you found the answers excellent. The past should be remembered when the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Oh, Zhongli! She said it's up to him whether he wants to when she says performance. As for the banquet...
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti. As for the banquet... Since the director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Yay! Then we'll see...
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
Thank you. The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It...
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hetao, and this is a little something called...
The Flame Lilies! way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh! I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey! Woo! Yeah!
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
Listen! That must be Madame Ping! Traveler, hurry! It's almost time for us to join Hotel for dinner! Ooh, and we'll be meeting at Shinjuei Kiosk. It's the place with a really long wait list.
Oh, so that's how it is. I've long heard that your knowledge. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, But if you don't mind, we...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that hotel. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun? Me too. I heard that the audience loved it too. And she's been receiving quite a lot of
Yep. And they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is... Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened...
Hold on. Xiangling came up with an...
See? Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of use...
Oh, so that's how you...
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation, Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. My suggestions were nothing more...
Oh, the two of you...
Anyway...
That sounds like it might become...
How about I sound...
Speaking of eating...
Guoba volunteer... You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba... As for who...
The director went to collect a gift. Seems like it...
Huh? Huta went to fetch... Could it be...
She didn't clarify.
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late. Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Oh, I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror. The director didn't mention anything when she invited him to convene here with all of...
As expected of the parlor director,
It's almost Lantern Rite. Yet you took all... Rex Lapis.
The director asked me to buy sesame.
Then why would you...
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenshao and...
What about the sesame oil? I'm sure you're exaggerating.
There he goes again. Everyone here today is well. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the great...
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally, when we arrived just now, the host at Xinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring up...
Paimon would have never...
Oh, that...
You know Xiao...
Knowing is a bit... You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao...
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chang Yun, I remember you mentioning wanting him to under...
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's... I didn't...
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all... Adeptus Xiao, mighty Conqueror of Demons. Please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite. Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on.
What's your true
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching And that is something our consultant would say.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat... We all worked really hard this year. Whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant. Everyone has done some... As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Huh? Sounds kind of self...
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of Demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu, I know you're there.
Quiet.
Sorry, but you would.
I know you. You're the 77th. Is there something you...
That does sound like what...
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might...
Smart guess. Huh? There's more? It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relation.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster over the Adepti vanquished the demons. The Millelith fought valiantly. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively
That's right. 1 point for the But despite our deep-rooted connection, it's still... You know, I'm pretty...
This matter is out of my control.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we...
But I didn't...
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure...
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh?
I'm siding with... You're lucky Quoba isn't here today. He hates...
Huh? Quoba would do that? Is he that... But no...
It sounds like you've heard...
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, thanks to his help. Things have been...
Right! Wait, what?
Seeds of story.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon have voice?
If I'm not don't just sit there, Zhang. No such need. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. Fate has brought us... This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt... Whoa, these dishes look amazing!
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genu? Genu? Yup. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh.
You've already... And bards go around singing.
Oh, right. And this bar, it was a moving melody.
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli. Current...
And I'm his boss.
That's very considerate.
Oh? Oh, you're not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across from the sophisticated way he speaks. Shao, you're an adept.
Sorry. I'm only good at...
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh?
Shao... I've actually heard a few the guests in the tavern.
Now that you mention it, I've heard that he's elegant and...
I would say that there's one I heard a while. The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct... I think so, too. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine. Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it. You have great taste, Ven. Of course! Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick up... I don't know if it's my own...
I don't think...
Changyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, Why is it?
I heard that Leo getting to know other musical stuff. As for the Fontaine, the Iridescence tour has finally. Don't think. By the way, should I say that it's because I'm an expert?
People are all busy watching the festival is in full swing and to come together with all of you in a moment like this. I propose we raise a glass together. In my
Very well said, Miss. Now I'm getting. We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in my.
You're welcome. As the host of this gather, considering that everyone may have other matters to attend.
All of a sudden, they started proposing.
What's with the urgency?
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh.
Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then.
Are you alright? It's hard. It's not that there were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes the Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them prep. But this time... No. So you know his true identity. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for... and that's something I might never be able to do. No matter. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels... Yes, the parlor director went out of her way with the invitation. So it was difficult. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power. But I didn't expect the other guests to be... General Capisis always said that we should... But I think he meant clothes were intricately designed. But inconvenient to... Rex Lapis did like... I never saw him wear this...
Oh, here... I'm not in...
You're not.
Hutao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her... To be honest, you looked a little restless just now.
You're worrying too much. Why would I? Anyway...
Please wait, there's another reason why... Here, take the...
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, I heard him say that... I'll be honest. So I made a few when I told Guoba that I was making the...
Thank you for the trouble. There was no... I'll take them.
You're welcome. Oh, the...
Okay.
Alrighty, we should head... You're finally done whispering secrets to each other? So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon. How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all this.
Paimon's too busy eating.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this...
Oh? Is it...
Nope. This is something I made up. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave. Lighting the incense will signify...
I see. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been if knowledge were...
But when it comes to having... I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled... Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor direct...
Huh? We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. Now that we've enjoyed... it's not just... Look at her! Xiangling, the disciple of an Adeptus, the Stove God's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition, the only heir of the famous Wan Min restaurant, a good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does...
Please stop! You're making me... If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the...
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young man...
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish. But it's of lesser... Which means we should choose Chongyun.
Huh? I can't be the one when we... Adeptus Xiao has the
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most... You should all be able to make the right judgment. One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Oh, that's right! Even though you're always mocking Paimon... No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't Huh? Who else is there? Huh? Does that mean...
Oh, well, I agree. Paimon's just the... Without a friend constantly by your side, but once you have...
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. Paimon plays an indispensable...
You guys... Paimon's... those were genuine. Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a while.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon.
That is indeed true.
That means Paimon is as important to the... Looks like we've come to an agreement.
I trust the travelers.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon. It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you...
Yep, the tea would...
You don't have to go all polite. It's dark out.
No need. I'm headed toward... I think you know the place I'm talking about. It was great getting to know you all.
Bye. Oh. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later.
Understood. See you later.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just... If we were to consider status and seniority...
Heaven forbid.
I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Street. The same truth will sound... I once had a pleasant... From the evidence she found and the conclusion she... But there are multiple sides in the legends recorded. But whether to me, this was as true back... Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable, so there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Rex
It looks like you understood. The director asked me to accompany you on your return. After that, it'll be...
Bye, Zhongli. Everyone's go... Paimon always feels a little like... No. Paimon got it. Xiao?
No need. I've stayed here for much. The events of today occurred so abrupt. Okay, I'll